Hi, everybody. This is Kathy L. Murphy. I am the Pulpwood Queen, and I'm here tonight with the Book and Film Club of the International Pulpwood Queens and Timber Guys Book Club Reading Nation. Every Saturday night, I get all of you together at 6:30 to do a pre-show to talk about the films I'm going to be watching. This month, since it's Valentine's month and the month of love, I thought that I would show some of my favorite romantic films so everybody would kind of get in the mood for everything that is happening during this wonderful Love Fest month of February. The film we're going to be watching tonight is another film from around the world because I like doing films that are set everywhere because we're an international book club. And this is a Dilip Kumar directed film, and it's called MAARA. MAARA is an artist in this film, and he's very mysterious. But there's a young woman named Paaru, and she's a restoration architect, which I find fascinating because I did not know of this type of architect, and that was fascinating in itself. And she's a relentless romantic, much like myself. And she's heard from the time she was a small child the story of a fairy tale, a story about a stranger. And the story she heard involves a soldier. And she comes to this town on this time of self-discovery and discovers on the walls of this fishing town, this coastal town, these incredible, beautiful painted images. So she goes in search of the artist. Of course, that struck me because being an artist myself, I found it fascinating. And the images on the wall weren't your typical murals. They're images that would start on one building, creating a story. And as you go through the village, you could see a little tip of another part of a story. So they kind of played out like a visual feast of cinematography, and the way the light shone on this wonderful visual feast was mesmerizing to me. And you learn she finds the home of MAARA, who's not home, but from his window, when you look out his window, you can see the entire story playing out right before your eyes. It's very mysterious and very magical. And just the place where he lives in this village, this artist, that's not home, she ends up staying there. And the art in this building is incredible. The one thing I found fascinating is so many people are always interested in the big cities and the beautiful architectural, magnificent structures of the cities. But what fascinates me is the small towns and villages, and especially in a lot of the, well, here in the United States, but in foreign countries too, where you discover these decadent, peeling wallpaper that they've never been really fully restored, but they're just lived in, and these places are just hundreds of years old. It's fascinating to me. So this young woman finds this fishing village with these murals, and she goes in search of this young man, this mysterious man named MAARA. Now, this film stars an actor from India that I've seen before. His name is Madhavan, and the young woman is played by Shadira Srinath, and they're very interesting people. Sometimes when I watch a film and I've seen an actor over and over, it's hard for me to get beyond knowing that that's a famous actor. And since I'd never seen this young woman before, and I'd only seen the man who stars in it a couple of times, it was like I was watching a real story play out. Now, I read all the reviews on this movie, and a lot of people thought that it was too long. But that is exactly why I love this movie, because I got so lost in the story, like I do when I read books, that I watched it play out. And as soon as the movie was over, I turned around and I watched it again. It was that good, folks. It was an old story that has been not remade, but adapted frame by frame. But what is unique about it is that it was done in such a marvelous way. I think you'll truly enjoy this film. Now, another thing about this film is there's this poet named Duku Salman who wrote this. And I'm in love with the songs and the lyrics of the Indian movies and also the poetry, but it goes such as this. I'm gonna have to turn on a little light so I can see it. I have everything by candlelight because I'm trying to make it romantic for our Valentine's time, but it goes like this. As every drop of time nudges life forward to the next step, unveiling fresh faces, new relationships, unusual experiences. As this life, birth is a quest, death is a quest, wealth is a quest, character is a quest, novelty is a quest, antiquity is a quest, sentiments is a quest, sex is a quest, answer is a quest. Love is a great adventure. Life itself is great, filled with adventure. The sum of these quests is you. So beautiful. Everything about this film is beautiful. So I hope now that you'll be inspired to watch the link that I shared with you, which is the trailer for MAARA. The full film is up on YouTube, but I watched it on Netflix because I wanted the English subtitles. I also want to tell you that this is a remake of a film called Charlie, and I plan on watching it tonight because I want to compare the differences between the two films. If you have any comments that you'd like to make, please share them with me on this post. And please join me every Saturday night as I go to the movies. I also suggest, normally I have popcorn and Coca-Colas, but this is the romance weekend. So I'm going to share everybody. I suggest that you have a bottle of, with your favorite loved one, of Breathless wine, which is our award-winning wine that's paired with all the reads for my International Pulpwood Queens and Timber Guys book club. And maybe you could add some fine chocolates to that experience. Light some candles in the room, turn the big lights down low, and enjoy your time in the movies. Because with this beautiful cinematography and visual feast of this film, playing out this incredible magical story, for me, it's always all about the story. So enjoy MAARA, and I hope to see you next week with the next surprise for another romantic film. Happy Valentine's month to everybody. And as you all know, I love books and I love film. So bye for now. We'll see you next time. Enjoy the film. Bye-bye.